Hello friend, I am Pradeep Yadav. Today I will discuss a program to get largest number in an given array using 8085 microprocessor. Means here I am going to do assembly language programming to get largest number within an array. So just let me make you understand what is basically program is that. Suppose here is array. Okay, this is array of memory location, or you can say the data, and every memory location contains some data. So you have to find which number is largest. Means you can take another example. Suppose these are number which are stored at various memory location, something like this, and we have to write a program to find largest number within this array. Okay, so if we have to write assembly language program, so this is program. So how you can do this program? Firstly, just let me explain the concept, how you can do this. Firstly, you have to find the number of data which is available in array. Means this can be 5 data, this can be 6 data, this can be 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever number of data can be possible. So firstly you have to initialize a counter for number of data. Suppose here 5 data are given, then firstly you have to initialize a counter of 5 data. Means you have to compare 5 data to each other and then you have to get output. So concept is that firstly store first number in accumulator, okay, and compare with second data. If data which is available in accumulator is larger than this data, then compare with next data. This is first condition. And suppose the data at memory location is larger than accumulator, then firstly store this number in accumulator, then compare with third number. And same, compare accumulator with third. If data of accumulator is larger than this, then compare with fourth number. If the data in accumulator is less than this, then firstly move this data in accumulator, then compare with fourth number. So basically you have to repeat this process till all the data compared with accumulator or to each other. Okay, so firstly what you have to do, first step is that initialize the counter, and that will contain how many number you are going to compare to each other. Okay, initialize the counter just using register C. You can initialize the counter, and then get first number, get the first data. First data means data which is available is first memory location. Okay, so get the first data, move that data into accumulator. Okay, and here decrement the count, decrement the counter. Why we are decrementing the counter? Because already we have taken one data in accumulator, so we have remaining 4 to 5 data. Suppose I have taken 10 data, so one data I have taken in accumulator, that's why -1. Now we have 9 data, so the content of accumulator have to compare with this 9 data. That's why we decrement the counter here. Okay, now get the second data. Okay, and compare first data and second data. First data means which is available in the accumulator, and this is current memory location. Now you have to compare first data means accumulator with second data. Now let's see, if carry is generated, then move second data in accumulator. Okay, second data in accumulator, and decrement the counter by 1 again. Why we are decrementing? Because here if carry is generated means your second data is larger than accumulator. So just move that data in accumulator, means we have completed comparison of two data already. That's why we are decrementing the counter here by 1 again. Now check if counter value is not equal to 0, then we have to compare again, get the next data and follow this process again, and then store the result and end the program. Okay, so just write program. So firstly let me explain again. This program is this. Suppose this is memory location. Okay, here number is x1 store, here x2, here x3, x4, x5. Okay, and suppose these are for only for understanding purpose 22, 42, 23, 45 and 23, and we have to find which number is largest. So basically we have to write a program. Okay, so what I have discussed, let me explain step by step. Firstly we will declare a counter, and suppose these are 5 numbers. So here MBI C 05 till now I think you have no any issue, and get the first data. So LXI H 4050, we get first data. I move the data in accumulator, means move accumulator A comma M. Till now you have no any problem, I can hope. And here decrement the counter by 1. So DCR C, now value of C is 04 here, because here 05. Okay, now we have to get second data. So INX H, when I am going to do INX H means incrementing the pointer location of this. So this is going to represent the second data. Now we have to compare CMP M, means M means this represents second data, and comparison will be held between A and M. And as I have already told in my previous video, basically in comparison, firstly you have to subtract this M from M and then check the value of carry flag and 0 flag. If just look at here, if A is less than M, then what happen? Carry will be generated, because suppose this is 05 and 04, when you are going to subtract 05 from 04, definitely this will be not happen, then you have to take carry. Means if carry is generated, so the content of memory location is larger than accumulator. If accumulator is given, means there will be no carry. If A equal to M, then 0 flag will be set. So by this concept, basically we have to find which number is larger. So here when you are going to comparing A and M, suppose there is a carry. Okay, if carry generated, means the second number, the number which is represent M is larger than accumulator, so then we have to move this number into accumulator. So here move A comma M. If this is fail, if there is a carry, means firstly if there is a carry means second data is larger than accumulator, so we have to move second data in accumulator. So here, and again DCR C, because we have already completed comparison of two number. Now check value of DCRC J and Z. If it is 0, means your comparison is complete. If it is not 0, then we have to get next data. Okay, so here we get next data, means now I am talking about third data, and compare with accumulator, because here second data is stored in accumulator if you are following the concept, if there is carry generated. Okay, then again this process will be held. Now here value of C will be 2, this is not equal to 0, again that will perform INX H, and by this method we are going to compare, and here store the output, whatever location if you want to store. This is output and this is end of program. So this is very simple program. And now let me discuss by taking this example so you can easily understand how this is going to work. Okay, and here this will be jump here. Let me explain. Now you have to consider this number. Okay, this number. Firstly, here M means 22. So after this value of A is 22. Okay, and C value will be 04. Now INX H means this is pointing this 42. Here M is 42. Now you have to compare 22 and 42. When you are going to subtract 42 from the 22, means that will be not happen. Then you have to take a borrow, means carry flag will be set, means there will be carry generated. So in this case this condition will be fail, because here jump if no carry. If there is no carry, then it will be jump, otherwise this will be not execute, your pointer will be down. Move A comma M. After this the value of A will be 42 and value of C will be 3. Now check the value of C. If it is 0, if it is not 0, then jump and this. Now INX H means now this will be point x3. So here value of M will be 23. Okay, and the value of accumulator is 42. Now 42 and 23 will be compared to each other. So here you can see the value of accumulator is, means when you are going to subtract, so there is no carry, means now this condition is true, then it will be jump here. Now DCR will be 2, again it is not 0, then again it will be jump. Now it will point 45. What happened? Now value of M is 45 and content of accumulator is 42. Then again we are going to subtract, this will be not happen, then this condition again fail. Now move A comma M. After this content of accumulator will be 45. Here value of C will be 1, and again it will not 0, again it will take next number, and then by doing this we can find finally which number is largest. So let me explain it again with a clear picture so you can easily understand. Here okay, so let me draw the diagram. This is memory location. Whatever number you want you can change. I am only considering 4 numbers, so I can understand. Suppose here 23, 44, 46 and 26. You have to find which number is largest. So firstly you have to declare counter, means MBI C04, because we are going to compare 4 number. Now you have to take first number, so LXI H 4050, and move this number in accumulator, move A comma M. Till now there is no problem. And here we have to DCRC, because already we have taken one number, so DCRC. Now get second number INX H. Here we can get second number. Now we have to compare first number in second number, so compare M, means we are going to comparing A and M, so A minus M you can write. So here the value of A is 23, M is 44. Definitely this will be not happen, so carry flag will be set. Okay, if your carry flag is set, then you have to move this number into accumulator. So move A comma M. Now again DCRC, because we have compared one number more. Okay, now check the value of C, J and Z. If it is 0, then store your output and the program. If it is not 0, then again get next number. Then what will be next number will be 46. So here value of M is 46, content of accumulator is 44. Again 44 minus 46, this will be not happen, means your carry flag will be set. This condition is failed. Again after this content of accumulator will be 46, DCRC. Here value of C is 1. Again it is not 0, again jump. Now it will take 26 here. Then 46 minus 26 means there is no carry. This condition is true now. Then it will jump here to here. Value of C is 0 and it is 0. Then it will be come out, and what will we get? We will get 46 in accumulator, and this is largest number. So by using this method we can easily find which number is largest. So this is loop. If there is no carry, then this loop will be jump here. If there is a carry, this will be not executed, then execute sequentially. And here if counter value is not equal to 0, then we have to repeat this again and again. And also you can take 4 number, 5 number, 10 number, this program will be same. If you want to find smallest number, just replace JNC by JC, and this will be program for finding smallest number. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you.